Alright, before we get started streaming, I am going to test this this vehicle, this launch for the did I save it? Oh no. Yes, I did. SS Poultry Meat. Indeed. Now, there's one thing I did need to do. I'm gonna get a little bit lazy. Honestly, I think I just need I'm just trying to get it out of the yeah, see, I'm just trying to get it out of the what am I trying to say? Out of the scaffolding here, and that's really all I'm trying to do. So when we actually go to I can't talk and concentrate at the same time. When we go to get this thing out of here, we're just gonna push it one way or the other. I may be getting pretty lazy on this, but you know, that's fine. Just a little bit. I should have done this, you know, earlier, but that's okay. So we're just gonna push it out of the scaffolding to the right if you're looking at it. I really hope this whole mission works though. So the whole idea of this mission is to have a reliable refueling system so that we can send little science missions all over Duna, find places to establish science colonies. And kind of stage from the main base there in crater. We need a name for the crater. Maybe I'll ask some people. Okay, let's try and launch this thing. Check my staging like 3 times. I don't know if I auto-strutted all of this though. Yeah, okay, so those are auto-strutted. This should be auto-strutted. Okay, Okay, I think, you know, honestly, I think we're gonna be okay. These are vectors. Oh no, that's the mammoth. Yeah, because I'm not using the 5 meter parts. I don't think. Am I? I honestly don't remember. I'm not using. This bad boy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see if we get this. If this thing can fly. So this is our test. We're not streaming yet. Come on. You know what? What the heck? We might as well stream. Because if it works, it works. Right. Ready to go live primary school. Alright. And we're live! Okay, I'm gonna pull up the stream on my phone so I can monitor it from here and see chat, because I am a poor man and I don't have my other. What? I'm live. Hold on. I am live. Allow me to. Yeah, see, look. View dashboard. Done. There we go. Alright, there we go. 0 hours. 6 minutes, 49 seconds. Okay, I can see the chat. Should plug my phone in at some point. Okay. Alright. So, basically what we're doing here is, we're gonna test and make sure we can at least launch this thing. We're not even at a Duna transfer window or anything like that. I'm not looking at any of that. I just want to see if this thing can get into orbit with not having to rely on the nuclear engines. So I have that Wolfhound or Rhino there as the upper stage, and I'm hoping that that has enough power to boost us into orbit. And you know, that's not a bad looking rocket. Especially with the boosters, it's not that bad. I think it probably would have been more fun to build the 5 meter parts, but this lower stage, this booster stage vehicle, I need to come up with a name for it because it's what I've been using for all of the Duna launches. So we'll call it the SS Corn Dogs. I don't know. Don't ask me. Okay. That's alright. Well, I didn't think about this, but I don't have revert launches on. So, what's happening? Okay. I didn't think about that. I can't just revert the launch. I should have quick saved. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I need to do that. Okay, so we're gonna test the launch escape system. Look at that, like a charm, like a charm. Does this thing have? Yeah, it's got. Yeah. Look at that. Okay. There we go. There we go. Alright, so we can turn the SAS off. We can drop this. And then we'll go ahead and recover everything. So what I basically why I'm doing this is I wanted this to be a test launch anyway, and I forgot to make a little quick save at the start of this flight. So I can't go back and just recover it. I can't revert the save and recover it. I just wanted to make sure it can get into orbit, which I think it can. So I might as well just. Uh-oh. Okay. I might as well just get to a Duna transfer window and just go for it, you know. Bye-bye. Wonder what those are. Things are still falling. Falling, falling. Look at it falling. Oh my gosh. Sorry for subjecting you all to that. Alright. I kind of like this side-on parachute style, just because it doesn't have the capsule land flat on in the water. It kind of spreads reduces the pressure. I don't know. I forget. There was a reason, but I'm not gonna try and act smart. There was a reason. I just don't remember what it was. Recover vessel. Thank you. All right. So we're gonna try that again with the SS Poultry Meat, and this time we'll quick save, or we'll make a save at the launch pad, and we'll put ourselves. I think it was pretty stable, so we might as well just go for it. So let's do the fun thing of waiting for a Duna transfer window. What is that? Why is there debris? I don't want to see debris. Wait. Turn the flags off. Duna colony launch debris. I don't remember there being this much debris. Let's go back to Kerbal and get rid of all that. Is there a way to like group recover? No. I'm gonna have to click on each one of these. And this is why I wanted to make a save before I launched, because I just wanted to test the. But it looked like it was a successful test. I'm pretty sure that will get into orbit with plenty of delta V, and I won't have to. I may have to circularize a little bit or adjust the orbit a bit. Yeah, adjust the orbit just a bit. I'm surprised at all this stuff. I'll have to go check out what all that is. But okay. You know, we're not terribly far away from a Duna transfer. Time till transfer. 1 year and 60 days. Okay, we're terribly far away from a Duna transfer. I don't have better time warp installed. I wish I did. But I don't. So our Kerbals will have spent a year and 60 days waiting for their next mission. But hey, you know, it is what it is. They love space and they love Duna. That's why they signed up for it. So if I had better time warp, I guess I could, but I don't have that installed because I'm a silly boy. But yeah, we'll just cruise on over to that launch window. I do think that Kerbal Engineer, all this stuff is an absolute must. Because it's not like, yeah, I used to, before I knew about Kerbal Engineer, I used to actually solve for these launch windows. I'd like sit down with a calculator and Excel spreadsheet and like solve for the phase angle, because I was in engineering school at the time and I was like, oh, I can do it, so I should. But now I've gotten lazy and I just installed Kerbal Engineer and I can get the launch. I'm gonna go actually just a few days, maybe like 10 days before the launch window, about like right in here somewhere, because I am gonna do a couple of orbits around Kerbin before I actually do the final transfer, just to be a little bit more fuel efficient, which I don't really need to, because I have tons and tons of delta V on this thing. But in my head, it's like that's how we would do it, and so that's how I'm gonna do it. All right. Let's do this thing. So the SS Poultry Meat, as we discussed, is phase 2.5. I will call it phase 3. It's phase 3 of our Colonize Duna effort. We have a massive colony in the crater that's yet to be named. Maybe that'll be the name. Crater that's yet to be named. And massive colony there with... It has way more capacity than the number of Kerbals there, but I think there's 34 Kerbals, give or take a few, there at the Duna colony. And our job, our mission, is to continue to search for potential places to do science. Duna, namely the North Pole, is of particular interest for this colony. But our ascent vehicle is constructed in such a way to get as many Kerbals as possible down to the surface and back up and look as sleek and as cool as possible. But it doesn't really have the means to carry enough fuel to go anywhere but within maybe about 20 to 25 degrees of the equator. So this phase 2.5, phase 3 of our effort is to send the refueling truck down to our Duna colony in the crater that's yet to be named, and have it be stationed there. So when the ascent vehicle lands, we'll send the truck over, refuel it, and then send that ascent vehicle to hop, do suborbital hops, and do science at the pole. And if we find a suitable spot at the pole, we'll put another small little colony there, and we'll continue to just find suitable places to colonize and do science. So that's what we're doing. I just did a flight test to make sure that this thing can get into orbit, and we got almost there. I mean, it was clear we were going to get into orbit, so I aborted the mission. And you might ask, why didn't you just revert the flight? Well, I turned that off a while ago when I started this version of the game I'm playing, and I haven't turned it back on. I think it's kind of a fun challenge to not be able to revert flights. I do cheat though, and just like make a quick save or a save at the launch pad in case I do need to go back if something catastrophic happens, because I hate losing Kerbals. I don't mind doing rescue missions and stuff, but I hate killing Kerbals. I don't like it. So if I do kill a Kerbal, and I usually try and take care to put escape systems and other things, but if I do kill a Kerbal, I will just go back to the launch, because my fun isn't wrong, and part of my fun is not killing Kerbals. All right, we have a launch window. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting something. I'm just stalling right now to see if I'm forgetting anything. Oh, yeah. Our crew. Now, we only have 3 spots, so we can't take all of our original space Kerbals. Jebediah, Bill, Bob, and Valentina are not colonists. They are commanders of this space program. So they go and they debrief. They tell the colonists what they're going to be doing and stuff. So they'll visit every year or 2 years or so. And I cannot remember. Orbit around Kerbin, Minmus, and the moon. So Valentina did not go on the last trip. So Valentina will be going instead of Duna. Yeah, see, plant flag on Duna. So we always take Bill and Bob because engineer and science, but Valentina and Jebediah trade off. All right. Well, this is our return vehicle. It's got plenty of delta V to get from our low Duna orbit to Kerbin, and that's so it will dock with once the launch escape system is detached. It will dock. It will have the capacity to dock with the orbital station, which I apologize. Now, when we get to the orbital station, my frame rate is going to go down to like 11 because it's this massive artificial gravity double ring station, and the rings are 27 meters. They're long enough to have 1 G at the edges and not spend more than 5 RPM, which would be the lowest amount of RPM these robotics can do. And at that distance and at that RPM, I don't think, now I've never been in space or on artificial gravity, but I don't think it would be disorienting for the Kerbinauts based on science. All right, stalling, just trying to think. I'm thinking through before forgetting anything. We have a way to push this out of the scaffolding. We have energy. Staging is good. I think we're ready to go. Let's do it. We've got our board set up. Yeah. I think we're good. Let's do this thing. Here we go for the actual. So flight test is over. Flight test phase is over. Here we go for the phase 2.5 of colonizing Duna with the SS poultry meat. Normally I'd have my wife name these ships, vessels, missions, whatever you want to call them. But she's not here right now. So I named it the SS poultry meat. Check in on the crew. Make sure everybody's good to go. Bill, you good to go? Bob, you good to go? Yes? Yes? All right. We'll We'll throttle up. I apologize if that's super loud. I have missed the audio settings. Once we get to about 80 kilometers per second, down just a little bit because it's rather inefficient to just fight your way through the atmosphere. We have plenty of thrust to weight, so I'll just steadily climb from 80 to 100. Just watch those meters per seconds here in our atmosphere. I am going to start to turn over. I was worried earlier during the flight tests about turning over this early just because I didn't know how wobbly this thing would be. And it is a little wobbly. You can see the frame rates are dropping just a bit because this is a rather big bulky thing. Getting some oscillations in there. But for the most part, it should be rather stable. Getting those until we get separation. So it would be really cool is if even if they made it up and they had a little graph that told you what max Q is, so you felt confident that you were kind of through the toughest part of the launch. But yeah, we're going to continue to just turn on over and just kind of tap in my D, but not tapping my D cruise. Once we lose those side boosters, we're going to stabilize before we separate. Throttle up all the way. So we'll stop turning over. I would have liked to be turned over a little bit further by now. So this will be a little bit of an inefficient launch. But that's okay. We'll hold it at 45 once we get there. Then, let it rock back. So we have this this upper stage here with the Rhino. I think it's a Rhino. Yeah, the Rhino, and that doesn't have a ton of delta V. It's just meant to kind of boost us up to the proper apoapse height, and then we might end up having to circularize with the nuclear engine stage. And that's fine because I don't want to leave a bunch of debris in space. Yeah, I lost a bunch of thrust to weight. You can see how my time to apoapse is. So this isn't the most efficient launch. In hindsight, I should have kept a more powerful lower stage, or at least made those side boosters like bigger. With more fuel, maybe not done asparagus staging on them or something, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Actually, I'm not so sure now. The flight test went much better, but you can see this up here at the Kerbal Engineer readout, the time to apoapse. Basically, I'm really, really close to hitting, my peak height. I'm not really, pushing my height up all that high. You can see my per grade marker is pretty much just going sideways. So. This isn't a great flight, but hey, as we lose fuel, we'll get better thrust to weight. I don't think we're gonna make it. We only got 700 meters per second. I haven't even started to turn over. This needs to be at like 45 before I start pointing retrograde or prograde. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. If not. Hey, that's why I gave myself some margin on the, that's not really why I gave myself some margin on the transfer window, but hey, I've got 8 days to get this right. Maybe I'll build a better boost stage, but I was being lazy. I just picked something that I knew kind of worked. Alright, let's get some, we got 30 seconds to apoapse, so let's get some horizontal velocity. Essentially, you're just wasting fuel fighting that vertical. I don't think the Rhino stage is going to get us there. This is unfortunate. But, hey, we'll try. We'll try for it. Valentina knows what she's doing. Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, you know, 36. Yeah. Time to apoapsis is going down, which means we're just not pushing ourselves high enough. But hey, if we can at least, so the idea is just to use this Rhino stage, 1,000 meters per second, at least just push it above the Kármán line, above 70 kilometers. I'd like to get it to like 80, 85 or 90. If we can do that, then you know, this upper stage will have served its purpose, honestly. So we'll see what happens. I don't want to keep fighting gravity yet. You know, I'm not a perfect flight and navigation guy, but I like to think I'm pretty good at getting into orbit. Yeah, we're gonna do it. This will be great. And of course, this Rhino engine can refire as many times as we want it to. We're not playing on ultra realistic kill yourself mode. So, should we deploy the fairing? I think we should. Look at that. All right, cool. Now we'll just point prograde. We'll push this thing up. We'll milk it for all we've got. We're not going to get above the Kármán line. We might. Barely. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Stage that. Why does it do that? Let me go to free. There we go. Okay. So I wasn't really paying attention to the apoapsis height, and it just like blew up there. That's okay. That's okay. That's fine. We have so much liquid fuel. I wonder why. Oh, I know why it's saying liquid fuel is down, because, all right, let's disable the crossfeed. Here, disable crossfeed. Just in case. Yeah. We should be fine. I wonder what our thrust to weight ratio is with the 0.29. Abysmal. But that's okay. We'll get into a I'll go at 85 here. I'd like to. Yeah, I kind of screwed up going that high, but that's fine. We'll circularize on the 85 instead of on the. So we'll waste a little delta V, but I mean, look, we have 4,300 delta V. I want to be as close to Kerbin when I'm actually making my transfer burn to take advantage of the O-berth effect, which, as we all know, the O-berth effect, as burning closer to gravity wells, burning closer to the planet, is more efficient. So the closer you are when you're doing those transfer burns, the more efficient it is. So that's what I was saying. I did not mean to go all the way up to 130, but that's all right. Valentina knew what she was doing, so obviously when she made the decision to go to 130, it was the right decision. So. You know, we might as well. Yes, we might as well turn retrograde for just a moment and get rid of this thing while it still can burn up in the atmosphere, because we don't need to take the launch escape system with us. There we go. Let's see what that one's. Oh. Okay. Alright. So let's go back per grade. And take our 40 meters per second. And get up to 85. Ish. Very ups. Our two turbo stationary. I didn't do a great job. I didn't actually. I think it is 109.8, 109 point something. So you can see that they're in. You know, we did just spend a year, and they're pretty much. Oh yeah, see, there's supposed to be 3 of them, and I think 2 of them are. These 2 are like exactly where they need to be, and this one is not quite. Whatever. We've got pretty good coverage, so I'm not worried about it. It looks kind of ugly, but eh. Okay. Start burn in 6 minutes, 5 minutes. I guess we should quick save. We'll quick save when we get into orbit. How about that? Yeah, we'll quick save when we get into orbit. I didn't even think about it, but if the Kraken decides to eat this ship, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do, actually. I didn't save at launch like I was talking about, so... Actually, our Kerbals are in dire straits. Maybe I should quick save. Alright. Quick saved. I kind of like this design. I'm pretty proud of it. It's holding up quite well. I didn't know how the scaffolding would work, but basically I... Oh, hold on. Yeah, so basically I just offset a fairing piece, and then well, I put a fairing piece and then offset it as far as I needed to put the truck in, and then built this kind of scaffolding down to the fairing, and then when I put the truck in, I just attached the truck to the scaffolding instead of. You know, you can do those interstage nodes on the fairing. Well, the longest interstage node didn't quite cover the truck, so had to make my own interstage node. All right, look at this spaceship. Okay, stable orbit. Let's mess around with maneuver nodes. Oh, no, not yet. We need to get down to 80 something. I'm wondering if I should switch to that guy. I mean, he should eventually burn up in the atmosphere, but it just takes so long, and I don't know how long it would take to actually, you know, get destroyed. So, but that's not going to be space trash. Let it be known. That's not going to be space trash. That's the upper stage booster, the Rhino engine. Good enough. Okay. Just checking. All right. I'm really excited with this truck design, so I can't wait to get it down to the surface of Duna and see how it actually does. I tested it on Kerbin. I didn't cheat it over to Duna and test on Duna. But let's see here. Yeah. Ooh, don't crash. All right. Yeah. All right, let's mess around with some maneuver nodes and get ourselves out to Duna. What was that? Is there a comet? Do we have a comet? Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Whoa, there's so many of them. I forgot that this was a thing. Oh my. I want to know. Oh, that's cool. Maybe there'll be more of them. Okay, we'll have to do... I totally forgot about that. We'll have to do something with a comet at some point. I don't know, but I just saw that. All right. Let's see here. I think we're gonna have to move this over a bit. Yeah, we almost got a little help from the moon there. Yeah, look at that. We shouldn't have to spend more than 800 meters per second. So, what is Duna's? Maybe, or is it 1,000? Maybe it's 1,000. I don't know. 20. 20. Okay, so we need more. There we go. Hey, Duna Encounter. So that's generally, yeah, that is generally. I wonder why it turned red. Am I getting a? Yeah, I'm getting a cheeky little moon assist, which won't happen actually, because we're not going to do this in one burn. So I should actually add an orbit. Yeah, R2. Yeah, there we go. Just to see generally where we need to do our burn. Yeah, see. That's why I was confused. 1,000 meters per second seemed really, really expensive. Yeah. The moon wasn't helping out all that much. Somewhere in that area. Honestly, that's close enough. What's going on? Playing around with maneuver nodes makes Kerbal space program really exciting. Yeah. Come on now. Okay, well, we'll get, I mean, that's close enough. We have tons of delta V. We'll get an encounter somewhere in that vicinity. So what I'm going to do, essentially, is burn to the edge of Kerbin's sphere of influence, come back down, and then do a final transfer burn out there. So as we do that, the transfer window will get a little bit closer in. I just generally needed to know where we needed to start that burn. So now what we're gonna do, I'm pretty confident we can get to Duna from here. So now we're gonna pull this in and just kind of go to the edge of Kerbin's sphere of influence. Yeah. So yeah, burn time 4 minutes, 4-minute burn. I wonder if I can physical time warp this ship. I did it on some of the other ones. It's pretty stable, so we'll quick save right before we do it, and then we'll go for it. All right, let's get on down there. Why didn't it quick save? Did I just miss it? Yeah, okay. Oh, it wants me to do a couple of orbits. Start burning 1 minute. Oh no. Well, we'll start the burn in 29 minutes. Oops. Is that gonna mess up our... Dang, the moon. The moon just being a real pain. Two, one. Ah! Get over there. I have so many reaction wheels on this thing. Because I just hate having to... I know reaction wheels are not... Well, they're real things, but... I don't know what I'm trying to say. It just feels kind of cheaty to just like keep stacking reaction wheels until it flies like a fighter jet. Alright, welcome to the next 4 minutes of our lives. Maybe we can take it down to 1 minute. You know what would have been fun to do is, in order to protect the crew from the radiation coming off these things, is put like panels that extended out around the solar panels there. Because I just saw these solar panels, and I was like, ooh, it's like protecting the crew from nasty, terrible radiation. Alright, let's time. Let's see if it doesn't break. It looks like it's handling it okay. The edge of Kerbin's sphere of influence, which, you know, obviously is beyond Minmus. Hey, we'll get a nice little moon flyby. good enough for me. All right. What happened? Okay, now let's add a maneuver here. Get outside Kerbin's sphere of influence, and then see how we can get a Duna Encounter. We should be pretty close, I mean, honestly. We might have to force... No, see, look at that. Yeah, there we go. Another 100 meters per second. So we'll get on that maneuver. See, that's in 20 days. So that's why I split the I did it a little bit before the transfer window. I've done it where it was like right on the transfer window, and I had a hard time getting an encounter. It wasn't impossible, but I've learned now to, if I am going to split it over a couple of orbits, then we need to. So let's get out into the sun and then do. We'll have Bill go out and do a visual inspection of everything. Because obviously we need to make sure that everything's in tip-top shape. All right, Bill. He's in our retro. So first of all, yeah, we need to, wrong way. Make sure our, yep, docking port looks good. Check up on the systems here in the check up on the systems in the yeah, systems look good in the refuel truck, so that's good. Oh, I'm just, we're just having fun. That's all we're doing. I'm just having fun. Taking my one faithful viewer, which thank you, by the way, for, I don't even know if you're actively watching, but hey, thanks. Along for the ride. So make sure our landing engines, we can't do it without these. We will lose the truck because the parachutes are not enough to slow this thing down. Yep, okay, those engines look good. He doesn't need to check the other side. We all know that you only need to check one side. We'll go ahead and expose ourselves to some residual radiation just to make sure that that's, as we all know, that's the best way to make sure that the nuclear engines are working, is to, if they're giving off residual radiation and you're absorbing it, then you know that they're working properly. So, yeah, looks good. All right, Bill, you rascal. You got work to do. So one of the things we need to do, and I will forget, I know I will, but one of the things we need to do with this truck is put as much science equipment on the ascent vehicle and on the truck as we can, because we forgot to take it down with the colony. So the colony was supposed to take all the science equipment down, but as you know, Kerbals are very forgetful, and I didn't forget. The Kerbals forgot to put the science on the colony. So now all of this effort to colonize Duna and do science, especially at the pole, and then in other places, it can't be done without the science, and it's still on the orbital station. So that's their fault, not mine. All right, let's warp there. I always quick save before using these warps. I need better time warp, I know, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, look at my Kerbo stationary. They were in nice 120 degree phase angles, but obviously I didn't do it right. Four days, 5 days, 2 days. Wait, what's going on? Start burning 2 days. I mean, we're here. What? Is this some sort of? Did I add a? Oh no! Did I add a? Start burning 2 days. What? It obviously can't be 2 days. I mean, is it really? 3 hours? 3,000 meters per second. See, okay. This is great. This is awesome. Love it when the maneuver nodes do this. What happened? Where did it go? What is happening? Minutes. Don't you love it when they freak out like that? I mean, we're getting a Duna Encounter. I just don't know which. 272 days. 275 days. That seems right. So that seems like the right one. And then the next pass is, yeah, 1 year. Okay. So this should be right. I don't know what happened. My maneuvers. See, this is why I think something happens with this auto warp or something, because this is not the first time this has happened to me. But anyway, start burn. 4 minutes. And this burn is actually pretty quick, which is nice. Only 30 seconds. We'll get lined up here. Maybe we'll stop by Ike. We did that on the last one. Dropped off some satellites and stuff at Ike, but we just have so much Delta V in this ship. And it's a pain. It's a real bummer too, because the way I've designed this mission is we'll deorbit the we'll have to deorbit the transfer stage, just the way that it's designed. But it'd be nice if, like, after Valentina and Bob, they go down, they come back up, they debrief the colonists and do everything they need to do. It'd be nice, if they have like 2,000 Delta V left over to I don't know, maybe go to Gilly or something. But alas, this is not the case. Should be fine. So when I get to about maybe 10 meters per second left, I think I'll just cut this and then just watch it and get, kind of get my own encounter. There we go. Focus view. There we go. So we could actually pull that in. until it goes past. And just get... There we go. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll do an inclination correction and such when we get closer in. Make sure we're coming on the correct side, because our orbital station, our SS Crab Cake, as my wife so lovingly named it, is on a whatever the type of orbit is in line with the spin of the planet. So we need to make sure we do that right. Okay. We have our Duna Encounter, so what we're going to do is we're going to quick save, because I have lost my encounters by time warping through, you know, spheres of influence and stuff. So we'll just warp on out here. And here's the thing that really bugs me is when I do this, sometimes just doing that auto warp thing, will make me lose my encounter. Do you see that? Did you see that? Okay, so it has to be the auto warp. Something happens with the auto warp. All right, we're gonna go back. Because that really annoys me. We lost our encounter. What the? Come on, KSP. I just got a great encounter. That's what I'm talking about. Look, there's our encounter. And then as soon as I time warp out there, okay, so don't use the auto warp function. We've learned that now. Just don't do it. Got it. I'm gonna see if it slows down my warp across the sphere of influence here. Does it? Yes, it does. Great. Great. And we still have our Duna Encounter. Alright, so don't use the auto warp function. Now we know. Let that be a lesson to all of you. Don't use the auto warp function. Alright, so what we're going to do now is 117 days. What is this one? 1 year. Okay, yeah. About halfway out there, 90 degrees from Duna. Ish, we're going to make an inclination change and bring our periapse basically at the same height as the orbital station, or as best as we can do it. Okay, equatorial. Oh, way too much. Look at that. It's pretty good. We can fix it on our way in. Then we'll just bring it in line. Look at that. Look at him. He's going 82 and 60. 65, so we'll need to really, there we go. You know, they're not perfect, so this is generally, look at that, 4 meters per second, so there's no way I get this right, but we'll get close enough. Look how fast it's going. I'm time warping right now, that's why. I see. I've been making a maneuver node while time warping. Well, oops. Oopsies. Is that bad? I don't know. Let's focus back on SS Poultry Meat. Get on our... That's great. That's great. I'm thinking, if I just get bored of colonizing Duna, which maybe after this pole mission, not like the moon, but pole of Duna mission, I'm thinking of putting like a deep space satellite network. I have not, so in all my time, years playing Kerbal, this is going to come as a surprise to me because I guess I'm boring. I have not gone beyond Duna. So, I mean, we got to make a Jewel mission. Jewel missions intimidate me to no end. Just because I don't know how to do them. I've never done them. But, hey, there's no time like the present. I wonder where that comet is. I wonder if we missed it. So scatterbrained I am. All right, here we go. Burn time 1 second. So let's focus back on Duna and watch our periapts do what it needs to do. Ready? Here we go. I might actually get it right. Who knows? I don't think so. I think it needs to go up higher, but maybe not. Ooh. So maybe we just put ourselves normal here and just kind of do it manually, do it live. Hey, okay. Hey, look at that, look at that. That's great, that's great. I don't know if I want to mess with that anymore. Because we are equatorial. We'll just... Let's do this. Let's save. Let's reduce our thrust. And then push ourselves in just a little bit by going prograde. Look, just by changing our inclination, that's how much of an effect, just by reaction wheeling our way over, we're actually adjusting our orbit. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We are going to turn off every one of these outside ones. Just have the central one. And then we'll just... Oh, yeah. So that was about 10, yeah? Haha! Oh, yes, let's go. All right. What I was doing there is I was trying to get my periaps down to as close to the SS Crabcake's periaps as or SS Crabcake's orbit as possible. And when you're this far out, especially on inclination changes and just like interplanetary, like little bitty changes make huge differences. If I were even further away, it would make even more of a difference. And like think about shooting a gun and like the bullet, where the bullet is based on how you're angling the gun, and then look at all the paths that the bullet could take based on angling the gun. Well, think about how much further. So if how do I explain this? I'm already this deep into the explanation. Here's the barrel, right? If I change the angle just a little bit here, then the bullet was here and now it's here. And so that distance between the two places that the bullet would have been closer to where I shot it is not very much. But say I was like a mile away, well, you know, that angle as those two lines start to diverge, you know, the further you are away from where you're making that change, the further those bullets would be. So basically, the effect you have on Wow, I'm doing a fantastic job. Sign me up as a professor. The effect you have on making changes is greater the further you are away from the end point you're wanting to get to. There'll be a quiz later. Hope you wrote all that down. All right, before I forget, let's turn these back on. Where'd the audio go? I quite like the little sound. And all of them? Yeah. Okay, now they just wait the long journey to Duna. So I have learned to not use that auto warp function. I need to report that bug, I think, because I was doing it on previous missions and I would always lose my encounters or lose my maneuvers and all that stuff. Now I know. Now I know. Don't be lazy. Do your own time warping. Alright, let's just quick save before we get past the sphere of influence. Just because I'm paranoid. Hey there. Everybody, I don't even know if you can see her, but this is my wife and my cat. One of my cats, and he is perfect. I say everybody. My one viewer. I love you. Thank you. That is my wife and my cat. My wife is who's naming all of the missions. Wait. I need you to name the crater that the colony is in. What? The cheese cube. Okay, so that's great. That's great, the cheese cube. I love it. I'm gonna write that down because I'll forget. Crater cheese cube. Cheese cube crater. Yes. Cheese cube crater. That's where the colony resides. That's a perfect name. Don't put anything in chat if you agree that that's a perfect name. See? Chat agrees. Then I look at it again to make sure. The cheese cube. Oh my gosh, that's so good. This is why I have her name stuff. What's happening? Why aren't we moving? There we go. Yep. All right. I need to focus on Duna. How do I focus on Duna? Well, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We're so far away. All right. No. Well, first thing we need to do. Well, we'll just get into a captured orbit, and then we'll yeah, that's priority number one. We'll just get captured and get outside of Ike's sphere of influence, honestly. But what I do need is, where is the SS Crab Cake? There we go. That's what I needed. Set as target. Oh, that's great. That's great. We're pretty much there. So, yeah. We need to pull ourselves. Yeah, there we go. And then just get a really, really close separation. At its periapse. No. Okay, the closest separation is 4 kilometers because we'd be a little bit further away from the periapse. So what we'll do is we'll just, yeah, once we get captured, this is great. This is good. I'm not worried at all. Once we get captured, when we get out to the apoaps, we will reduce our periaps to be exactly the orbital height of the SS crab cake. And then that way we can get a really, really close separation. Yeah, if you think about it, as long as you have one of your orbits, if you're trying to rendezvous with this guy, as long as your orbit becomes tangent to that smaller orbit, you have an intersection point, then you can make that kind of your baseline, and then just gauge however long you need to go on your larger orbit and time it just perfectly to where, you know, and you can change your larger orbit without having to change the smaller orbit. I am just so eloquent in explaining orbital mechanics today. The problem is all my knowledge of orbital mechanics comes from one course of astronomy in college and then playing Kerbal Space Program. So I certainly don't have the vocabulary to actually explain it. I just know it in my head, and I hope that by watching me do it, you also can know it in your head. Yeah. All right. What were we doing? Yes, don't use auto warp. We have plenty of quick saves. I don't think I need to quick save again. Let's just get on down there. You know? We should watch from here. Where is Duna? Where are you? There. Hi, Duna. Hi, Ike. Wow, isn't that so cool? The celestial dance. I love this game. We might be able to see Cheese Cube Crater, CCC, from here. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There's Cheese Cube Crater. So that is where we've established our main home colony. And this crater here is of particular interest to the powers that be back at the Kerbal Space Center. And so they have sent Valentina, Bill, Bob to go down, service the colony, get an update, tell them how things are going at home, and then inform them of their next destination, where they need to set up a science outpost here in this crater near the pole of Duna because it looks cool. I also don't know where any of the Easter eggs are on Duna, so I want to look one up. I know there's like a big head or something. I want to look one up, and then that will be the next point of interest, and that'll be part of our Colonize Duna series. Anyway, let's get on down there. 1 hour, 1 minute. Let's get captured at Duna, you know? Burn time 1 minute. 10. Hi, Cheese Cube Crater. I'm just watching this burn time, and once we get down to a minute or something, I will, why does it do that? Free. Always free. Don't do auto. Hi, Duna. There should be clouds. I guess there are. I guess there's clouds. We shouldn't be able to... Maybe there are clouds. Maybe there are dust clouds. I'm just not... Yeah. I don't remember what mods I have installed. I feel like I have... Move this down, actually. Resource data not available. I haven't done an orbital survey? Oh, what an oversight. Well, that'll be on the next... that'll be on the next trip. But this is the last Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'll have to send an orbital, one single entire launch just to get an orbital survey thing out there. That's fine. Mistakes were made, you know. Start burn. 1 second. You have so much delta V, it's not even funny. Look how fast we go. Slow down. Valentina knows what she's doing. So the reason I don't have these solar panels out is because that is plenty, and 2, that's just for the return vessel to make sure we don't lose power on their way back home. Put our periaps exactly on the orbital line of the SS Crab Cake, and then that way I can counter. That way we'll get a much closer counter than the there we go. Yeah, see. But that's okay because you know it'll take a couple tries. Yeah, 68. Well, I wonder if how close is that? Yeah, see, that's as close as we're gonna get. 4.1. Maybe we can make it closer by pulling in the periaps at apoaps. I'm not too worried. Let's get rid of that. Nice job, Valentina. All right, cruising right along. Let's go out to apoaps. That's this crab cake. We will dock with the SS Crab Cake, and we will send Gregfal down with, so we have one Kerbal left on SS Crab Cake because he doesn't like the color red or orange, but he's been working for the last couple of years to get over that fear, and so he has finally agreed to pilot the refueling truck down to the ground, and then Valentina, Bill, and Bob will pilot the ascent vehicle down to the ground, and then they will take a select few from Cheese Cube Crater up to the pole to do science. Up to that crater at the pole to do science. And that's the plan. So let's get out to the apoaps here, and let's see if we can't get our, see what we need to do to get our periaps down. thing. What do we need to do here? Honestly, what we need to do is just put our... Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Stop it. All right, so we need to pull... Yeah, we need to pull our periapse in to be 6852, 68482. Right. Oh god. Just line those. There we go. I mean, this is pretty much where we are. That's the problem. Is I don't understand. I just need to think about this for a second. We're pretty much right on. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Should have changed our. That's the problem. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What happened? Are we gonna... We shouldn't run into it. Alright, let's get down there and just... Yeah, see, that's the problem. Is we're gonna run into Ike. Frick. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, we'll fix it. We'll fix it in post. We'll fix it. So this is what we need to do. We do need to, it's descending now, so we do need to go up a little bit. So we're just gonna guess. I'm too lazy. We're gonna guess generally how to get this on the right line. Normal. Raise our periapse up. I mean, it still should show us our closest approach. That's what's kind of annoying is whatever. Okay. Get a little closer. All right. So now we just got to pull. our periapps in and just do it again. There we go. Did we get just the closest? Darn it. All right, that's pretty good. 1.2. We can get closer than that as we actually do it. So 17.2 meters per second. Burn time 4 seconds. I'm thinking of maybe then yeah, let's fine tune this and shut these guys down. There we go. Okay, maybe not. Maybe we'll shut them down. Let's activate. There we go. That's good. That's good. And then we'll get super close. Whew. All right. Or maybe we should get on our. What's going on? Oh, we finally got probably within, yeah, look at the frame rate. Yeah, look. Hi, crab cake. Honestly, we could have gone for it. We honestly could have gone for it on that one. Dang, it's out of render range. That's all right. You guys got a sneak peek. That's fine. It's going way too fast. I mean, we honestly could have gone for it, but that's okay. Oh man. Ha ha ha! That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Less than 1,000 meters, less than a kilometer. I'm very, very happy with that. And we don't have an Ike encounter. All is good in the world. All is good in the world. Let's do it. Let's get around to it. All right. All right. So now we're on target. Let's turn these guys back on. All right, everything's back on. We will slow down relative to our target. We'll try to slow down relative to our target. Once we get near. I'm gonna quick save again because you just never know. You never know with this massive orbital station we've got. But here we go. Let's freaking do it, you know? We're gonna get in within render distance once we get down there. Yeah, see, there we go. We're within render distance now. So it's all gonna get real tough here, but Bye-bye. Should have totally tried slowing down way, way earlier. Alright, we'll have to try for another pass. Yeah, we'll do another pass. Oops. Oops. And this time, we will... Didn't think about that. We had such a close separation to it. Alright, well, we'll try again. Oopsies. Yeah, we should have tried slowing down way sooner. Like now. Let's just try slowing down now. Dang, it's tough, but it's a good thing we have tons and tons of Delta V. Honestly, we can force it. Yeah, we'll just slow down relative to the target and just push ourselves along that line. So what I'm gonna do here is I am going to force my retrograde marker onto the target line marker here. And then we can basically force an encounter. So once we get to our close separation there, we will just kill all of our speed relative to our target, and then we'll keep doing that. We'll basically try and keep our prograde and our retrograde markers in line with the target, which is like pointing away or towards the target here, and that'll basically bring our relative trajectories in line with each other. And then at a certain point, you just kind of like, you have a jetpack, you just kind of fly towards it. And we don't need to really get all that close, because I don't think I can dock. I can dock this thing with the... Why not? Let's try it. Let's try it. Yeah, let's try it. We're gonna get just before render distance here, and then we're gonna stop time looping because I know it. There we go. There we go. There's the render distance. winds are really, really, really dropping. So I apologize, everybody. But, you know, this is... Where is it? Above us? Where are you? Here. There we go. So the only person on that vessel is Gregfal. So it's all up to him, really. Valentina's doing her best, but look at this thing she's having to drive, so... Bring this thing in nice and close. Less than... There we go. And then we're just gonna... kill off all of our relatives. Look at it, it's beautiful. Massive, massive thing. We're also gonna land this, the refueling truck empty because it's just gonna be much easier to land. Have better thrust to weight ratio. We won't slam into the ground, break all the wheels and such. But there is fuel on board the thing. And I believe it should have the ascent vehicle on there. I don't think the ascent vehicle's on the ground. I believe the last time we came here, we sent the ascent vehicle back up to the crab cake. We have a lot of C's. Crab cake, cheese cube, corn dog. The SS Corn Dog was the exploratory mission that sent all the satellites here, and I believe, yeah, I believe it's just the satellites. All right, let's get a little closer. And then we'll again angle ourselves and just make sure we slow down completely. And I am going to try and chase this retrograde marker. So I'm not even watching what's going on up here. I am literally just watching the nav ball and trying to get my retrograde marker on the target indicator here. You see how so a retrograde marker will run away from you, and your prograde marker will follow you in these types of situations. So when we turn around, then I will have to get on the other side of the target indicator and have the retrograde kind of be sucked in towards the direction indicator, this guy. All right, so 1 meter per second. That was scary. You see how that jumped? I thought for sure it was just gonna break apart in that instant right there. Maybe I should keep saving. There we go. Okay. I did not think about... I should have paid more attention and put more RCS or monopropellant thrusters on this thing, because this thing's going to be nearly impossible to control. But, you know, we'll get it. We'll get it. I have the utmost confidence in our abilities. So let's try and dock with this guy. target. Yeah. So I'd like to get as close. See, we're still getting close, right? I'd like to get as close as possible and then just stop, you know, relative to the target. That way, we can just float right in there, you know? There we go. All right, so we're gonna, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna try this a couple of times. I don't really have a way to control this thing. I don't even know what's gonna happen if I, okay, yeah, we can angle ourselves. How much monopropellant do we have? Not a lot. All right, we got one shot at this, essentially. Okay, let's go ahead and point towards our target with the incredibly low, I'm sorry, 7 frames per second. That's what we got to deal with right now. I'm super sorry for the low quality, but you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, that's cool. The shadow onto the, I like that a lot. Yeah, there's our ascent vehicle over there. So we're just gonna point towards the target. And we're gonna do our best to align ourselves. And we're just gonna float, we're gonna float right in there. And there's not gonna be any problems whatsoever. You know, honestly, Gregfal might be able to help us out just a little bit. So what we want to do now, if we can, potentially, there's RTGs on this thing, right? All right, we're gonna, if we can, we'll use the RCS units now. There we go. Yeah. To align us with our target. I like where this is going. I think we're gonna do it. And I know these things are more than 100 meters long, so, okay. There we go, there we go. That's all I needed. There we go, there we go. So again, I'm not even watching the screen, I'm just watching the nav ball and making sure that we're basically along. And I'm not gonna go any faster than this. Literally, I'm just gonna, oh, did we just lose our sun? Oh, we did. Darn, we're gonna have to dock on the night side. I don't want to do that. Lights. We should be okay. So let's just keep easing on in there. I'm not really going by visuals. I'm just watching the nav ball and trying to keep the target and the prograde marker aligned. I know this is super tedious and slow, but I don't have great RCS control, so we're just gonna have to basically trust that we'll coast right in there. We pretty much have one shot at it, which is why when I think I'm in a good spot, I'm quick saving. Because I know we're not totally aligned, like that thing needs to rotate a little bit towards us. But that's basically what we're working on. So we're just gonna keep easing in there, and then eventually we will just kind of bump into it, and hopefully the magnets will rotate the station. Yeah, it's a lot of hopefullys, but hey, I've done this a couple times, so. We'll get it. These things. I don't want them hitting the... And those rings are functional, by the way. I can turn the rotors on and everything, and maybe we will if plenty of monopropellant. Plenty of monopropellant. Hey, we're doing great. We're doing great. Let's slide on in there. 50 meters. Riveting stuff, but this is kind of half the fun of Kerbal Space Program. I don't like to stream my builds just because it's therapeutic, you know. It's like it's me time to try and build something I think is cool, and then I'll stream showing it off. This isn't the sleekest. This is very functional. The truck is very functional. It's not the sleekest thing. I feel like I did a really good job with the colony, but not. But I mean, my wife just walked in. How about that cheese cube crater? That's the most brilliant name I've ever heard of. And oh, one of my friends just got on Discord. I'm gonna tell him to go watch my stream. One second, y'all. 1 second, my one viewer. I love you, by the way. Thank you for hanging in this whole time. I can look at your name. Oh, now it says 3 viewers. Well, I click on it. It says 3 viewers, but I click on it. I don't know how many people are watching right now. 1 viewer. But hey, welcome. I guess Discord doesn't like that. Hold on. 1 second, y'all. I'm looking for something. How do I get? There we go. Did we lose internet? Internet access. Stream says it's not down. I don't know what's going on. Hold up. Hold up. There we go. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. We're back. We're back. And we're just gonna keep coasting, just keep sliding on in there, you know? This is not the toughest rendezvous I've done, but only because I think having the foresight. I am glad that I put these extra docking ports, and that was the point, is I knew I'd be sending a lot of missions up here, and so I put docking ports on either end. Just in case I knew I would be having kind of tough rendezvous and not small little dinky ships like this, but big ones like the truck here. So we'll just keep sliding in there. I know this is really, really slow, but because it's not very movable, this is the best thing I can come up with. But the one thing I do want to avoid is running into the gravity rings here. So it's actually pretty maneuverable when we've got I don't know where the center of gravity is. I mean, I'm sure it's down here because of all the fuel. But we've got the 4 thrusters here, the ones in the middle, and then the ones at the top. So it's actually it is serving its purpose. And that's about it. All right, so here's the problem now. Now we need to get angled correctly. And I'm not really sure which way that is. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. We might have to go back, you know, and all right, so if we get angled correctly like this, and then we use the RCS to kind of just float us up there. Hey, look at that. There's no way to stop. If we... We're going a little too fast now. There's no way to stop it. I will just go flying into the gravity ring there, which is eek, you know? But basically, once our little direction indicator lines up with our prograde indicator, maybe I'll just try and slow us down a little bit. I mean, 0.3 shouldn't cause much damage. Oh gosh. I mean, the good thing is our prograde marker is still going along the target here, so we should... is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? No. Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, we bumped into it. Close. Trying to point up at the target. Oh, we're so close, y'all. Come on, magnets. As long as the scaffolding doesn't swing into the... Oh. So hard. Gregfal, do something. The one Kerbal on the Oh. Oh, I thought the pause there meant it was gonna... Look at this. Okay. It's trying. We did it! Look at that. Frame rates go to 0, but we did it. We did it. And there's Gregfal. Nice job, Gregfal. Nice job, Valentina. You are the unsung heroes of this mission. All right, so let's turn the lights out and turn all the lights back on. Oh, all the lights were on. Oops. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's save. What we need. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't do that. What we need to do is get Gregfal. Yes. Okay, so Gregfal needs to get Gregfal needs to get into the fuel truck, and Valentina, Bill, and Bob need to get into the ascent descent vehicle and head on down, and then everybody needs to head on down to the colony. So I think what's going to be more exciting is to send the truck down to the colony, because it needs to go ahead and get started on fueling up. So that's what we'll do. We'll get Gregfal in. Now I like to think I've designed this to where there are obviously passageways through these upper fuel tanks. There's not passageways in these lower fuel tanks, of course. Let's check in with Gregfal and see if he still hates the color orange, or if he's ready to go on down to the surface of Duna. Let's see, where even is he? Oh, okay. He's in the driver's seat of this guy here. Okay. What? Where did he go? Oh no. Oh no. Where did I transfer him to? Oh no. Mistakes were made. Where is he? He is in a Mark I crew cabin. Looks like the game glitched out and transferred him to one of these crew cabins. Oh shoot, we're gonna have to go find him. Gregfal. Where are you? I imagine he's on one of the ones that my mouse kind of hovered over when I was trying to get over to when I was trying to get down and over to the ship. So okay, it's not in the lower ring. Doesn't look like. See if he's in the upper room. No. Oh, this is frustrating. Ah, there he is. I found you, Gregfal. He apparently really doesn't, still hates the color orange because he doesn't want to be transferred. We might have to fly him. Yeah. Alright, Gregfal. Okay. Okay. Well, there's really no clear pathway to get what? To get to the refueling truck anyway, so he'll make the fun and treacherous journey through these spinning rings and eventually find his way to the refueling truck. Non-spinning rings. Non-spinning rings. Correction. I've gotten used to the frame rate. Have y'all? Alright. Look at that. He is ready. Alright, he's ready to head down. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Because this is going to be really, really tough to land this thing. I'm already foreseeing that it's going to be a pretty tough ask. That is the decoupler, right? I'd like to. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Where do we want to control from? Yeah, I guess we'll control from there. All right. Let's do this, y'all. Quick save. Give me my decouple. Okay, so let's get to here, and let's do control from here. Control point forward. There we go. And we'll just turn some RCS. Yeah, we have no way to actually turn around. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just let it slide ourselves on out. Tons and tons of delta V. So we'll just keep sliding out here. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll go ahead and point retrograde. Wow, we actually did it, y'all. Now, one thing I know I forgot already is an antenna on this thing. Maybe not, maybe not. I think I did though. Oopsies. So, hopefully the truck doesn't get too far away from, you know, the colony, which it shouldn't. It should never get far enough away from the colony. Okay. Where is Cheese Cube Crater? Let's make sure we clear the space station. Yeah, it looks like we've cleared the space station. Wow, that went so well, if I do say so myself. Valentina, Bill, and Bob will be down to the surface shortly. But for now, we have a refueling truck to... Okay, the science, yes, the science. I totally forgot about the science. I always forget about the science. Well, don't forget. Oh, this will all be a failure if Valentina, Bill, and Bob don't bring the science with them. And I sure hope that there's enough storage capacity. Oh, that was so dumb. That's all right. All right. We have indeed cleared the space station. So looks like Cheese Cube Crater is here. So we're gonna wait until it's in the light. Nobody likes landing. Yeah. Until Cheese Cube Crater is in the light. Oh. There we go. Alright. It is morning time on Cheese Cube Crater. And we're going to go 90 degrees from Cheese Cube Crater and adjust our inclination. And I believe the last time we did this, I should have this down, you know, by now, but the last time we did this, we basically brought our impact line with the surface like just beyond the crater, and that seemed to work pretty well. So we'll do that. Yeah, so from 90 degrees and then 90 degrees back, and then we were, maybe it was just inside the crater or just beyond it. I think that should be fine, but you know, to be honest, it's a truck, it can drive, and 2, it can hop, and 3, I'll just quick save and redo it again because my fun isn't wrong. No, I'll just cheat, you know, if I royally screw up. Now, if we get pretty close, we can drive over there. We had to try a few times landing the colony, which obviously has to be Cheese Cube Colony. Right now it's just called Duna Colony Launch, so we'll rename it to Cheese Cube Colony. All right, you ready to do this? Let's do it. Let's get on over there. Start burning. And then once we actually get on that trajectory, yes. Once we actually get on that trajectory, what we'll have to do is save right before we do this maneuver, and then do the maneuver, and then pull the, yeah, so we'll save right here. And this needs to be the last time we quick save. So I'm actually going to actually change it to truck landing. And then if we screw up, we'll come back to this point here because we'll have to disconnect the truck, and I don't even know how that's gonna work yet, so. All right, but Hey, start burn in 30 seconds. No time like the present, right? Oh, my kitty. Hey, everybody say hi. Oh, he's a big boy. He's a big boy. Look at him. Oh, he's so sweet. He's so sweet. Am I the best cat dad? I am the best cat dad. As I throw him down. As I throw him on the ground. Alright, here we go. Oh, shoot. Should have started the burn 25 seconds ago. Seems pretty good. All right. Now what I think we need to do, we could try and land it. There should be enough thrust to weight ratio. We could try and land it with just the nuclear engines. But honestly, what we really need to do is now detach the truck from the scaffolding. So let's do that. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so decouple. Here's the truck. And there we go. Is it gonna go? No, it's not. Well, it might. It might. Absolutely flawless. Absolutely flawless. Yeah. Yeah, and look at this. There's no connection of these guys to... Oh, and Gregfal's not a... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Can we wiggle our way out of this? Alright. Flawless. Alright, so now we need to change this control point to control point up. Because we need to face retrograde. But relative to... Yeah. I really don't know how this is going to work. But we'll figure it out. There we go. Barely have any monopropellant. There's just whatever was stored in that. Oh gosh. We did it. We did it. I'm so tempted to save. Yeah, I can quick save because I made that new save. Because this might be it. This might be all we need. Alright, so then we need to activate all these engines. Oh, that was a big mistake. That was... And that's why we quick save. Oops. Once we land this truck and get it to the colony, I think it's dinner time. Yeah, just looked over at my wife and she gave me a big nod. Okay, so it looks like those are already staged, so we're just gonna... Show actuation toggles. What does that even do? Ooh, that is cool. All right. So we'll stay here. I'm really concerned. So I thought I had... Yeah, I thought I had attached these, the fronts of these to that. And I think I'm going to get a ton of flex off the front here, which is not great. But, hey, it is what it is. Let's see what happens as we even start going through the atmosphere. Look at that beautiful sunrise. All right, we just hit the atmosphere. Gregfal, you ready? You ready for this? I don't think he's ready. There's no way this thing gets through the atmosphere without... I should go ahead and activate all the parachutes, honestly. That's what we'll do. Deploy all the chutes. Happened. Okay. So don't put them in the same stage, or if you put them at the lowest stage, it won't stage again, I guess. I guess I'm still learning how to play Kerbal Space Program. This obviously needs to go up. We'll activate these things. I'm not too stubborn to not use the quick save option, because honestly, I want this. I guess the point is I'm not giving myself like the realism challenge. I'm giving myself the, hey, can we colonize Duna, you know, and what kind of fun things can we do on Duna challenge. So like when you make little mistakes like that, I have no qualms with just quick saving and going back, or quick loading and going back, because I don't think that's the point. That's at least not the point of this endeavor in this mission. Now at a later date where it's like, hey, I'm gonna give myself the challenge. If I make it, whatever I do, I gotta fix it. Then yeah, that would be the challenge, and that would be the mission. And I guess at that point, if that would have happened, I would have just waited until the last moment, then had Gregfal go EVA and parachute down to the colony, and we would have just lost the refueling truck and had to send a new mission. And that's a very, you know, now I think about it, that'd be a really fun way to play it, where it's like, oh, if you screw up, you got to do it again. But I don't want to do it again. Also, I want to get dinner, so yeah, here we are. Okay, now if I stage, there we go. All right, so now all the chutes are deployed. Well, they're charged. They're loaded. They're cocked and loaded. All right, what's our trajectory looking like? I believe we did this last time, and this was pretty good. This was like a pretty good trajectory. That little mountain there, that's Cheese Cube Crater. I just love that name. I want to say it over and over again. Cheese Cube Crater, Cheese Cube Crater. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We're going to try and hold retrograde through the atmosphere here. I really don't know what's going to happen. There are a ton of engineers and other people on the, yeah, you can now see the Cheese Cube Crater kind of coming into view here. I think we're going to be okay as long as we clear the mountain. We may have to, you know, hop a little bit with our engines. As long as we clear this first rim of the mountains. Maybe I should go radial out. just hold that for the hop. I think we're gonna make it, y'all. I really do. I think we'll be a little bit far away. Maybe we should point. So much fuel to land this thing. SS Crab Cake Lander. I don't know what that is. What is happening? I guess we're trying to get retrograde. And do we not have retrograde? I don't know what's happening. Hey, we're gonna make it. I'm just waiting for those parachutes to deploy. Are we gonna be a little short? We might be a little short. Oh man, this is super unstable. It's like flying a cube. There it goes. Let's turn stability assist off and see how that wants to handle it. Yeah, we're gonna have to hop a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. We'll make it. We'll make it. So at this point, we might just have to drive, but I think we're gonna be okay. I honestly do. Yeah, there we go, there we go, there we go. T, retrograde, retrograde, retrograde. Yeah, yeah, good job, good job, good job. Nice job, everybody. All right, quick save this. Yeah. Look at that. I'm so excited. Y'all, look at this. Oh my gosh, it's gonna work like a charm. And we'll just blast the, we'll suicide burn it right before we hit the ground. Yeah, we're a little bit far away, but hey, it's a truck. And we can drive there to the colony. We can hit some of these interesting little craters on the way. Oh, we did it. It's had a long drive, but we did it. Look at that. Woohoo! And I think these wheels have a tolerance of 12 meters per second anyway, but we'll definitely make Gregfal doesn't need to be destroying his back on this landing, you know. He already hates the color orange. He's already afraid of Duna. We don't need to slam him into the surface of Duna going 10 meters per second. Look how happy he is, though. He loves it here. I think you're really gonna like it. Nice 3 meter per second landing, I think is good. Oh my gosh, I don't believe it. I just don't believe that we did it. Look at that. Can I quick save while moving? What? Brakes. Brakes. Thank you. We did it. Nice job, Gregfal. Nice job. Whew! Alright. Let's head on over to... I mean, do we need these anymore? We don't, right? Do we even have a thrust to weight ratio? There's no way this thing could actually... We could fly this thing. Oh, snap. Shall we try it? Yeah, of course we gotta try it. Let's just hop it on. Let's hop it on over. So we gotta start. You gotta start your we gotta start slowing down sooner. All right, let's try that again. Let's try it again. All right. So let's make sure we can slow down. There we go. Okay, all right. Well, thanks everybody for joining. We are just about done here, and we're out of all the fuel, so that's perfect. The first thing we'll do when we get back is check out what this massive mountain is. But for now, it's dinner time. Thanks everybody for joining me on this epic adventure. Let's go ahead and save there. Great job, Gregfal. We're gonna go back to the Space Center. Oh. I didn't know. Yeah, I'm new to all this, so yeah, I'll fix that. Sorry about that. But thanks for giving me the heads up. Okay. Look at that. All right. Well, see you everybody. We'll end the stream there. Let me get off the menu screen. My wife is very hungry, and you wouldn't like her when she's hungry. That's a quote from like the Hulk. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Bye-bye.